Hi everyone, I am Mr. Hayden. I am our coordinator of our Clio High School driver's education program, and I'm excited that you are interested in participating in driver's education through the school. But before you go ahead and fill this form out and sign up for our next class, which will be starting on March 22nd, there are some things that I would like you to be aware of before you sign up so that you are not wasting your time in case you realize, oh, I can't really do this with what we've got going on here. Okay, so first of all, driver's education consists of two parts. There's class time and there's driving, and those things are completely separate from each other. So in order to pass the class, you have to complete both parts individually. The class time is 12 two-hour classes. So basically you'll go to class Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for three weeks. So that's 12 different classes. And your class time will either be 3 to 5 or 5 to 7, which I'll talk a little bit more about in a second. You have to attend all of those. Now, beyond that, then you have to attend 6 driving sessions of 1 hour each. And I really should say 2 hours, because when you're out driving, you're going to drive for an hour, and then someone else is going to drive for an hour. So really, you're looking at about 24 hours total where you'll have to be taking driver's ed between your 12 hours of class time and then your 12 hours of actually being in the car. You have to do both parts of that. If you can't do both parts, then this is not a good time for you to sign up for driver's education. Okay, so the class will be starting on March 22nd, so you have the week of March 22nd. I'm kind of peeking at the calendar here. We will not have class during the week of spring break. We will still be having some driving time, but no class. So the week of March 22nd, the week of April 5th, and the week of April 12th, there will be class. It looks like Monday through Thursday right now. I'll have to double check the final calendar. If you miss class, you will have to make it up. Okay, the class time is a state requirement. It's not like a Clio rule or anything like that. It's a state requirement that you complete 24 hours of class time, so we have to document that. So if you miss up to 4 hours of class, we will have two-hour makeup sessions. If you miss more than 4 hours, you will be dropped from the class. So if you miss like a whole week of driver ed class, you cannot complete the course. If you have to leave an hour early every day, you cannot complete the course, or even 30 minutes early every day, because that's 6 hours. We have 4 hours of makeup time that you can complete. If you miss any more than 4 hours of class time, you will be dropped from the class immediately. Okay, so if you know you're playing a sport and you're going to have all of these different days where you have games or practices, or you do something outside of school and you know you can't do any Wednesdays, well, we're going to have class on 3 different Wednesdays. This would not be an opportunity for you to take driver's education with us if that's the case for you. Okay, for the driving part, I can't tell you like you're going to drive every Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday. It's going to be different from all of you. I will allow you to request when you want to drive, but at the end of the day, I have to schedule driving for all of the students we have. So your priorities may not be the same as everyone else's. So you'll drive 6 different times. Usually, like if you have the 3 to 5 class, then you'll drive 5 to 7 on some days after. Or if you have the 5 to 7 class, you'll drive from 3 to 5. And I know right now school's getting out at 1:20, but teachers are still on contract time until 2:45. So that's why the class does not start until 3 o'clock. So for that time after school, you're going to have to keep yourself occupied somehow and somewhere. You can't sit in Mr. Korb's room and wait for the class to start, because Mr. Korb has things that he needs to do. So just please realize you're getting into a 24-hour commitment in order to complete driver's education. And we plan on being done on April 23rd is my plan. If something happens and we got to run an extra week or so, we could. But if everybody gets done with the class and you still haven't finished your driving times, you're just going to have to not pass, because we can't just keep these cars forever that we get from Sims. There is a date we have to have the cars returned. Okay. Now, at the end of your class, you will have a written test. You do have to get 80% or better on it. If you fail it the first time, you'll get 2 more opportunities to take it. The second time, we'll read it to you to help you with it. And then the third time, if you needed to take it, we'd come up with arrangements. It's been a really long time since somebody has not passed the written part of the test. So just don't be too nervous about that. In terms of COVID procedures, okay, we encourage you to bring hand sanitizer and things like that, especially when you're driving, because you're going to be touching the same steering wheel as other people. We'll have some sanitizing products. You will be required to wear your mask at all times in the car and in the classroom. Okay, if this is a problem, we will just simply dismiss you from the course. The masks are going to be a requirement. Okay, so yeah, I know you have to wear them all day at school, but then you might have another 4 hours after school where you're going to have to wear that mask. Now, Mr. Korb will give mask breaks in class. You'll get a mask break in the car, like when we switch drivers and things like that. So, but you do need to wear a mask, and we will use the same procedures in terms of wiping things down that we use during the school day, in terms of wiping down desks with our disinfectant wipes. But we again encourage you to bring hand sanitizer, wash your hands frequently, so we do not have any type of COVID spread or anything like that. If the school shuts down for any reason, the driver's education program will also shut down. This is just it's a difficult time. We're doing the best we can, but we're trying to offer this, but still stay compliant with the state regulations and keep everyone safe as well. So if everything sounds okay to you so far, you can go ahead and fill out this form. So I need your first name, your last name, what grade you're in. I need your birthday. Please be sure to pick the right year. Don't just put in the day and the month. So like right here, you might have to go and scroll until you find the year you were actually born. Okay. If we have more students sign up, then we can actually take in the class. We do take the oldest students first. And this will have to be certified with your birth certificate. So put your birthday that's on your birth certificate. If they don't match up and it comes that you didn't put the right birthday down, then you might end up getting kicked out of the class if you're not one of the oldest ones. So we will require a copy of a birth certificate in order for you to continue with the class once we get the class list set. The next question, what is your preferred class time? You're going to pick whether you would like to attend class from 3 to 5 or 5 to 7. If you don't care, just pick one. And I might even, before I publish this, I might even add a choice that says I do not care. So like if we have 30 students, for instance, 15 are going to be in the 3 to 5 class, 15 are going to be in the 5 to 7. The oldest kids will get to pick their preferred class time first. So just please keep that in mind. Now remember, even if you pick 5 to 7 class time, there are going to be some days where you will drive from 3 to 5 and then have class from 5 to 7. And same thing, if you pick the 3 to 5 class, there's going to be days where you have class from 3 to 5 and drive from 5 to 7. The next question here, are there any days between March 24th and April 30th that you know you can't attend class, you can't drive? If so, please list those days. A, so as I start building the driving schedule, so I know what days you won't be there. But B, if you tell me that like you're going to be gone for 15 of these days that are listed here, we might need to have a conversation about taking driver's ed if this is actually going to work. Please note, we never will drive on Sundays. I try to avoid Saturdays as much as possible. Sometimes we might use those for makeup driving or things like that. So we're really looking mostly at Monday through Friday. And yes, we will drive during spring break as well if you are in town. Next question, did you pass 5 of 6 classes last semester? If you did not, you're not going to make the cut, even if you're one of the oldest students. We do require that in the previous semester you passed 5 out of 6 classes. We will be doing a grade check around April 15th. In order for you to receive your certificate, you have to have all 6 passing grades. So just know that even if you're not passing right now, you need to be passing those classes on or around April 15th. Or if you are passing right now, but then you are failing any classes at that point, your certificate's going to be held until you bring your grades to passing. All 6. And it might even be held to all the way till the end of the semester if there's a class that you just simply cannot get up to passing. So if you're failing 2 classes right now and you don't think you can get your grades up, you can still take driver's ed, but you will not get your certificate until you have met the criteria listed forward. So please understand before you take the class that you need to be passing all of your classes. And then just mark yes if you've watched this video and you understand the expectations. If you have any questions, please email me, khayden@clioschools.org, and I'd be happy to answer any of those questions. Your responses will be emailed to you as well. Okay? I hope this helps, and I look forward to seeing some of you guys on March 22nd. All right, have a good day.